Might also have success collecting the node you have 71% control in. You might get more money that way. No, I think I just need to work on increasing my control here. The reason for that is the trade value in this place is just going to be so much higher because so many of my holds are present here. Like, incoming is only 7.4, local is 24. Whereas the local here is only 8. And 50% of 24 is a lot more than 50% of 8. Or 70% of 8. What's going on in the north? We can't see. We don't know. It does look like the centaurs have taken out the lake people, whatever they're called. Lisna's having problems. Garwerd's still probably the dominant power there. Where's Dom is... They're coalescing. They're starting to get really quite strong. Songkost is losing. Buselar is also looking very strong. Karuvia is looking pretty good. These guys are beginning to coalesce a little bit more. And then the New World. Istranar, Amasist, Velsbakar. I see the circle now. So it was right in the middle of that the elves blew themselves up. It's a bit like Indonesia. The Circle of Fire. So does stuff in here have like a negative or penalty or something? No. Oh, it's the edges of the crater. Ha! Okay, I get it. There is an actual crater there, which creates wasteland. Culture map mode. As soon as I remember where the hell it is. There it is. Trunk Basher. Trunk Basher are now equal amongst men. Green Orcs are definitely spreading out over here. And you wanted to see over here. Sorn, Kosti, Moon Elves, Barari, Zanite, Aberese, Moon Elf, Duranic, Green Orc, Haraf, Sarada, Castellian, Eastermerian, Pearl's Edges. Jayak, Arash, Van Buren. Cliff Gnome. Oh yeah, it's Nimscod, isn't it? No dwarves. I don't think any of the dwarves could have made it here because none of us have a coast. Unfortunately, the boat dwarves died. Ruby Hole doesn't have a coast. Silverforge doesn't have a coast. Iron Dwarves in the northwest. They don't have a coast. Culture. Oh, the Iron Dwarf, yeah. Velsbakar. I see them now, right in front of my face. But no, Velsbakar, not Iron Dwarf. In fact, they're not even accepted. In-river worship. Sarada. So, clearly there was a dwarf faction here. Who are the Iron Dwarves? Now I'm curious. They're platinum. They're silver. Ruby. Garnet. Marble. Garnet. Obsidian. Gold. Citrine. Weren't these Iron Dwarf? Yeah, here's Iron Dwarf. So one of the adventurer groups somehow must have gone out there when that adventurer group still existed. They must have had an event or a decision which says finance expedition, I guess. I don't know how that works. That'll be something interesting to find out in the future. More railroads, huzzah! And more loans being restored. And also more development. We'll say huzzah to some of those and boo to the others. The Age of the Witch Kings. Magic is impressive, but now Witch Kings lead. More magic for everyone. Ha! The end of the Greentide heralds a new era forged by war and clouded by the cults of personality. But what happens when magic goes unchecked? What happens in the land where the rules of the old society no longer matter? Absolutism is now enabled and religious conflicts are now enabled. Crazy hair fashion! It is said that the ancient nobility of the precursor elves marked their status with unnatural hair colours ranging from pink, green, blues and silvers. Since that discovery, the nobles of Canor have begun dyeing their hair in bright colours to mimic an age lost to ash. Price of dyes has gone up. Okay. Silver Dwarves are Silverforge, yes. So, Witch Kings, what's this do? Have 3 trade companies? No. Multiple universities, we can do that. A large army. I think that's not likely yet, but it might be later. Absolutism 90, possibly. Mage ruler, no. Empire, yes. Win a religious war. Religious League war. I thought the League war was already over. It is. It never triggered. Unless it hadn't actually happened yet. No, I could have sworn it did. Yeah, I think that may have whiffed a bit. I think the religious war happened too soon. And because the Coronites weren't strong enough, they didn't trigger against the Regent's Court. Which is astonishing, because I think the Coronites probably could have put up a pretty strong struggle. But the Regent's Court is the majority of the Empire. Coronite is outside of the Empire. Yeah, basically the entire Empire is Regent. Sardu, hey, Super Bondum. That's a phrase I recognise. Okay, There are a couple of things I'd like to start building now. Nope, don't get distracted. Pay off the corruption. Properties of porcelain. Porcelain, though always popular simply for its decorative qualities, has now been discovered to have some very interesting properties. It seems that porcelain, more so than any other material, is strangely resistant to magic. In fact, unlike black Daemstir, it's been found to simply contain magic rather than nullifying it. As such, demand for porcelain has gone through the roof, as various mages, wizards and sorcerers all scramble to get their hands on as much porcelain as possible for magical experimentation. Oh, we have enough power projection where we're actually gaining Monarch points. Alright, Trade Depot in Ovdal Kanzad is finished. Didn't earn us a huge amount more money. Well, that needs to recalculate. 0.01 ducats. Great. Now, unfortunately, it's just because there are so many people competing here. And there's nothing we can really do about that. No, they don't own any land in this. That's true. We are down a corruption point. Yeah, and I think I probably need to. At the moment, though, I don't have the money. Or do I? You're still only a level 1. You're a level 1. You're a level 1. Yeah, I need to upgrade the holds. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take a loan out, and that should actually let me cover the cost of this. Could have sworn I did some of these already, but apparently I didn't. Oh, you got downgraded? Why? Oh, that's where a lot of my money has gone. These have all been downgraded, at least once. Because yes, I knew I'd done this before. Oh, bankruptcy reduces that? I did not know. You can tell how often I go bankrupt. Not very often. That's actually cost me? Oh, because of the inflation. Blade marches, poison of the mind. The large consumption of coffee amongst young magic students, in particular the children and the nobles, revealed the existence of persistent side effects. In particular, an addiction of the now named black beverage, dark beverage rather, but also many disorders of attention in the younger, provoking catastrophic results in their studies. Price of coffee collapses. Yes! Now you see the real problems with this stuff. I'm still losing money. What the hell? This is really the problem with just there being so many people competing. Is it is really difficult to build up trade power so that you're meaningfully fighting against them. Because they all take just a tiny portion of the income. Destroy a Sigilda. That's gonna have to be something that happens. Well, actually, Virkal Gulan would need to be... Well, no, nope, I have no adjacency to Sigilda. Virkal Gulan would need to be the first one. So we could theoretically kick them out of the mountains completely. Can I vassalize them? No, they're too big. I think I am going to go ahead and dissolve that alliance with you. I am sorry. But you have outlived your usefulness. Social reform. Our country is going through an extensive social reorganization. Aristocratic lands are hugely being reduced and promises have been made to lessen the peasants' burden. A consequence of the liberalization of the serfs, who comprise a large part of the population, is a hostile reaction to the nobles of the realm. So, 5 legitimacy for production? Yes, please. No, I'm not accepting an alliance with you. And then I'm going to have to start doing a spy network against you. So here's my thinking. I am going to declare war on them. I'm going to force them to release some of this outdoor stuff until they're small enough where I can vassalize them. And yeah, we have the economy to go to war because I can just drop this 40% rooting out of corruption. Like, we can raise the armies whenever we need to. Restoration of Greentide. That will help. Quite a lot. Unfortunately, Greentide's in the other trade node, so we're not going to gain any bonus trade from that. But it will give us value. Likewise, Mordred. feel like a modern economy, just having so many loans that they just become meaningless. We have 27 loans with a combined value of 13,600. Can I restore Mordred? It's already happening. That's what that is. Can I build any more railways? I think we've actually built all the railways. They're done. Our holds are connected. And Siracco wants me to drink some tea. Alright then. I think I'm going to have to build these marketplaces. I have some plans on how I can do this. So we're going to stop doing the corruption. We're going to raise the money. And we're going to upgrade the marketplaces in all of these. And we're also going to make sure that they're protecting trade in all of these holds. Because some of them are still going to be running the defensiveness edict. So you are, huzzah! You are, and these are in the other trade nodes, so they are not as important to us. Okay, so that should boost us a bit. Then we should also have some other edicts running that we can turn off. Which should earn us a bit more cash. Did you miss the Horde curse? You did. The previous VOD will be dominated by the Horde curse. War has changed. The advent of widespread use of firearms has radically changed the face of war in Canor. A number of new mercenary companies have been founded, armed with these modern weapons and employing modern tactics, while others have been unable to adapt and have fallen from relevance in this era of sophisticated warfare. Ooh, I'm trading in Mithril. That's pretty nice. Newfangled adoption of firearms. Ha! Okay, so I need these places to upgrade. You already are. You can't afford it. No, you can. And this should fairly significantly increase the amount of money we make. In fact, you don't even have a marketplace. You have fallen a little bit behind. So we could go ahead of time in Diplo, but there's no real reason to do that. We can also finish off defensive ideas. Now, what does that give me? Regiment costs, fort maintenance. I mean, the regiment costs could be useful. How much is my army costing me at the moment? 19 ducats. That would save me 1.9 ducats. Although if the army is raised, that would be 3.9 ducats. That does all start to add up. Dex Gaming, thank you very much for the 9-month resubscription. Very much appreciate that. Thank you. Development of ironworking. Various advances in the field of ironworking have meant that the iron cannon is now more efficient and reliable than the old bronze cannons. As iron products are also increasingly replacing copper in other fields, such as mealtime utensils, the price of copper has been dropping while the demand for iron is on the rise. So copper drops by 35%, iron goes up by 50%, which is freaking phenomenal, because guess what we produce in the capital? 25 development. We have 18 goods produced, 81 trade value. That should be, yeah, that alone has boosted our income by like 5. No, more than that, like 12. Sweet. Alright, no possible buildings. Why are you saying there are no possible buildings here? Because I don't believe you. Because you have a colonist, that's why. Well, in that case, that colonist could quite frankly start working here. I might want to get a university first. Let's put some universities in the holds. Because that dev cost would be really useful. Because then I can just put colonists here. Straight up 5% chance of gaining. Sure. Unless I can put you somewhere else. Let me just think about this for a second. Yeah, Grunt's... your cost is going to be incredibly low. Benrod. Benrod is not being done. I do still think that I want the universities in my holds. Because then I can spend points on deving them up. Rail skulkers are now equal, apparently. Oh, I could actually afford one here. You start working on that. Then we need to spend some of the production. Wait, why are these ahead of that one? There we go. And here we go. We can become an empire. And I think we probably should, because that now means that all of these different dwarves are now an accepted part of the empire, which is also going to further increase our money. Because we no longer have the unaccepted reduction. And yes, I know that was admin that I was spending. I decided that I wanted to spend admin on the provinces that don't have a lot of production income, like the fungus ones. And then I can keep the production cost down for the places that are actually worth deving with production. And then just increasing military or admin in line with the production. Basically, I was just trying to increase my development so I could increase the amount of money I was making as a base. Noble family requests aid. I am definitely not spent giving you 1,000 ducats, so no, piss off. Absolutely not! Hey, command, how's it going? I think that your merchants stink. And they're generally quite terrible. Do a trade war against them. But why would I want to do a trade war when I could do an actual war and take more of the mountains off of them? Trade depot is complete. So I'm still trying to get the universities for the other 1, 2, 3, 4 holds. Don't need the prestige, so yeah, it's an offer. I will accept your shadiness with open arms. 50, 41, 42. Let's go with the 50. 265. Now I can buy it. Warring is no longer with us, but I don't necessarily need to hire our generals now, except for the fact that our army tradition is going to be plummeting, so yes, I will. So this is going to be Virgil. In fact, I need 2 of them. Squire is a moderator. You can have another place named after you. You came up legitimately in the list. And also, good grief! Sir Squire knows how to fight. Yeah, you can take command of the Home Army, the Home Guard. Oh, nice. Okay then. Elisna has made peace with Verkal Gul. Elisna? With Verkal Gulan? Wow. Our state-run magical faculty have noticed that we've been lagging behind on magical education. I am not spending money on magic. Magic is not impressive. And Verkal Gulan's going to war with these guys. That might not be wise. Though last time you did take some land from them. University in Ovdal Kanzad's done. So developing here would cost 170. But it's already incredibly expensive, so I think I would hold off there. Though I could do it potentially in some of the other holds. Hey, look what I found! Money! Newsflash! The king of the dwarves has had his pockets picked by a thief who would stoop so low. Never change. Never change. No debate in the... Oh no, we just lost our... Oh no, we have an interest per annum. That's definitely what we want. 28% chance of success, so I'll spend 100 ducats on the bribe. I'll do 10 of those. I don't really want to ignore corruption because that is kind of expensive to get rid of. I'll do the autonomy because we actually have pretty good autonomy reduction. %93%. Done. Yeah, I'd forgotten that we had the interest suppression going on. Okay, where did we do? We've got one here. Got you already done, got you already done, so we just need these 2. And that's actually going to be the 5 universities we need for the Age of the Witch Kings. Although I think I am also going to build these 3. I'm just going to put a university in every hold. Just because they're so valuable to develop. Our armies will not be marching off to assist them today. No, sir. First got in 1614, 5 years ago. Nems just died. Nems was around legit for a long frickin' time.